God bless America, land that I love. Stand beside her and guide her through the night with the light from above. Ladies and gentlemen, I can't think of a better song to open my show today. It has to do with veterans. It has to do with helping veterans. They go out there, they fight for our country, they fight for our freedom, and then they come home and they need help. And a lot of times they don't know where to get it. And their wives don't know. And they sometimes suffer helping their husbands that need help. So my show today is helping veterans. Veterans Day is coming up. And, you know, they have parades and they march. But we're going to march into your life to help you, to help the veterans. And my guests today, they're with the Interim Healthcare, helping veterans. Okay? So we have the top boss of this organization, Interim, right?
Yes, sir.
Tell me who you are and tell you what you do.
Hi, Hank. My name's Peter Kershey. I'm the owner of Interim Healthcare in Montgomery County. It's a home care company that is to assist people in activities of daily living, which means your day-to-day activities as far as going to the doctors, help with meals, help just an extra pair of hands around the house.
Good. Okay. Now, you have, I'm part of it. Your organization helps me.
Yes.
And you have a man comes to my house. Here it is, John.
The one
John
and only.
Darnell. John,
Thank you.
tell me about, you have a car that has all signs on it, right? You
I
drive
sure
up in
do.
front of my house, the whole neighborhood looks and says, hey, yo, they knock on my door. What's he doing, you know? So tell us what you do. You come to my house
I
and you
come
help
to your
me.
house as a caregiver, and I come into your life. Peter initially comes to the home and looks very specifically as to what your needs are. So I come daily, 5 days a week, and I help you with all your activities in the home.
Right? I know, you know, without you, you know, in another 6 days, I'll be 92 years old. 92. Hey, somebody up there likes me. So, all right, now tell me, your organization, tell me how this all works, how it comes about, how you help people.
Well, first of all, there has to be a need in the household, or a family calls, usually in crisis, or needs help, or their mother needs help, or father needs help. They call and they request a free in-home evaluation from Interim Healthcare. And they call 610-400-8765, which is our phone number of the office in Fort Washington. And we will then our company will go out and do a home healthcare evaluation. They'll find out what needs have to happen to make that home safe for the person that's living there. So in addition to that, that's our standard everyday work. In addition to that, we also, because it's Veterans Day and because we do support vets, we've partnered with a company called Veterans Care Coordination. And what they do, Care Coordination.
Go ahead.
So they're specialized in a program, a little-known program that the VA offers, and it's called the Aid and Attendant Care Program. And these are for people that were active during wartime, honorably discharged, and have some financial needs and health care needs.
Right.
And the VA provides hourly, maybe 4 hours a day, of care in the home. And this company called Veterans Care Coordination is the company that will help the people qualify for that program.
Good. Well, I see here your flyer.
Yes.
You see here, and it's right in front. Veterans Care Coordination assists veterans, spouses, or surviving spouses, obtaining up to $25,440 per year for home care, assisted living, nursing care. My God, it's there. People need help. I know they send money all over the world, but we got, our government has money here, and we have an organization here that makes the contact. You don't have to call Washington. You know, by the time you call Washington, it takes 6 months to get something done. They will get it done for you in less than, what, 30 days
30
or
days.
So, whatever, okay?
30 days, you'll have an answer.
All right, now, John, this is some of the things you help me do. Read that license clear so people know what you do.
Well, these are the services that the company provides, and what we do. Myself, I come into your home, and I do meal preparations.
Yeah.
We had a great meal
Nice
yesterday.
breakfast, right?
Breakfast
Omelets.
Breakfast at
Omelet.
Tiffany's, right? So we do meal preparations, light housekeeping,
Yeah.
laundry, various grocery shopping, helping you with your personal items, driving you to and from doctor's appointments, various things like this.
Yeah, well, it really comes in handy. As you get older, what they say, everything wears out and everything breaks. So I'm so happy that I was able to. How did I ever get in touch with you? I don't you remember? I made my daughter
Yeah, your
Joanne made
daughters
the
were-
contact.
They were looking for an organization.
Yeah, and she made a phone call, and this is what. Now, you have a company that when I mentioned that you get things done sooner than it does when federal government gets involved. Everybody
Correct.
knows when the federal government is going to take it, right? And right now the VA is having some problems, okay?
Yes.
So it's so important to have an organization that's like in between. And the name of your company is Interim.
Yep, exactly. So we're here to help vets get the services that they so desperately need at times. The VA, if you go and apply on your own, there's a litany of paperwork, including discharge papers, checking accounts, past bank statements, etc., because it is a financially need-based program. That can take months and months just to get the paperwork together,
Right.
and then you send it off to Washington, and only knows if there's one thing wrong, it could take up to 18 months to actually resolve it. This company here that we partner with, called Veterans Care Coordination, will take that information in because they
That's
do
this
it
outfit here.
exactly. They do it every single day for vets around the country. It's just not here locally. They're a national program, and they will examine the paperwork you have. And if they say yes, 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 they'll start care at the beginning of the next month. So within 30 days, you'll have someone in your home helping you in your day-to-day activities.
Well, does your organization help people that are not a veteran?
So that's a great question. Because this is a need-based program, there are people who have assets other than just a house. They may have a retirement plan. They may have income coming in. So what we've done is partnered with Montgomery County, and we offer a discount to all veterans who call our office at 610-400-8765 and identify themselves as vets, and we give a 20% discount to all vets in Montgomery County as their hourly service that we provide.
Wait. Run that by me one more time here
Yes.
now. You contact the county,
You contact me.
contact you.
I've-
and
I-
that's
yes.
610-400-8765.
Yep. Correct.
You call that number.
Yes.
All right, then what happens?
And then you would identify yourself, say, I need assistance. You'd have your request a free home health care evaluation. And we would come out and you would say that you're a veteran. If you qualify for this program, there's no cost to you to get help. If you don't qualify for this program, we offer a discount as far as providing that services on an hourly basis.
Oh, okay. So, but the question that they don't have to be a veteran?
Well, no. So we're just talking about this is for
Just
Veterans
all
Day.
veterans right now.
All veterans right now. But if anyone who needs an extra pair of hands calls, that number will
Call that number and you can help them.
Yep,
in other
free
words.
home health. Yeah, I come out for free. We evaluate the situation. You may need 1 day. You may
Yeah.
need 5 days. Whatever the need is for the family, we're there to support it with professional caregivers like John
Yeah.
and like other.
Yeah,
and such as,
you're
yeah.
like a receiving ward when you get somebody's sick.
I
you
don't
don't know
let
whether he got a
anyone-
broken arm,
Yeah.
whether he needs a pill, whether he needs a punch in the nose or something. I'm
We
sorry.
don't let
I'm
people
just kidding
down.
about that.
Exactly.
But in other words, you look at and see what they need, and you can direct them to the right.
Correct.
Okay.
And they may need care that we don't provide. And if that's the case, we'll make sure we'll find them the care they
Okay.
need.
Good. That's what I want to hear. People, it's out there. Don't wait until the last minute. You got at home your aunt, your uncle, grandpa, and you want to help them, and you can't do it because you got to work, you got to do whatever it is. So please, make a contact and see if there's help out there. You qualify for it, and believe me, and I think it'll be a healthy. What do they say? An informed nation is a
Yep.
peaceful nation.
Right.
An informed nation is a healthy nation. So
Yes.
be informed.
Right.
Okay. So how long you been doing this?
I actually have been doing it for 11 years. I started for my former wife who had a liver transplant in 2004.
And sometimes you stay with people right to the very end, right?
Yes, I do, as a caregiver for hospice.
Give them care.
Yes.
Hospice. You work along with them.
Yes, we don't provide hospice care, but we provide the family an extra pair of hands to be there to do some of the bathing and helping with the and feeding of the person in hospice.
Yeah,
But we have a partner called Vitas Hospice that we work very closely
You
with.
think there would be something that when a soldier, Navy, whatever, leaves, that they would give them a slip and say, look, here's where you can get help. They think they would, but other than just give them the discharge paper and they go out and they don't know where to get help.
And that's unfortunate, but the first thing they could do is call the VA out in Coatesville.
Yeah.
They were very helpful when I call
yeah.
I call for different vets. And I give them their name, their number, and then they call. They've been very positive and very helpful, and at least the healthcare side of it, because there's a lot of benefits veterans are qualify for, as you said, and they just don't know about them.
Right.
So they should call
Coatesville.
Coatesville.
I got hearing aids. I got 2 hearing aids. I get it at Coatesville, And sometimes when I don't feel well and I can't drive, whatever it may be, John will drive me to the doctors or whatever up to Coatesville. And so, it's something we have to keep asking questions. Ask questions. Be informed.
And
Okay?
if I may, when in doubt, if you need help, call someone.
Right.
Don't stay at home. Don't say I can tough it out. Call someone, whether that's your doctor,
Right.
whether that's us at Interim Healthcare, or call a neighbor and ask for an extra pair of hands. It's Veterans Day. We can't let vets stay at home needing help and not getting it.
Now, some people now, Alzheimer's is something. My wife had it. We had some help. So I'm asking people, if you start thinking that maybe somebody's forgetting and not doing what they're supposed to do, check it out so you can have somebody come and check and see what kind of need.
Yes.
That's so important. Yeah, so important today. And all right, tell me something about yourself. Where you from? What you do? What all this is? How you get involved with this?
I grew up in Boston, Massachusetts, which isn't very popular here in Philadelphia.
Boston, Massachusetts.
Yes.
All the beans up there. Right?
Exactly. And famous North End, of course, where all the great Italian restaurants are. And I came down here. I worked for Merck & Company for 23 years.
This company?
Yes, for Merck & Company for 23 years, and then transitioned and started the Montgomery franchise of Interim Healthcare about 3 years ago. So, yep, I got into it. My dad had a stroke, and I became his caregiver.
And you helped him when your dad.
Yep, I was his caregiver for 3 months.
And that's how you got involved.
Yes, and I think I wanted to do it a better way. So when I came home from Florida, I did a lot of research, and I started a company called Interim Healthcare of Montgomery County.
Well, I want to tell you, my wife passed away just 3-4 weeks ago, and you kind of empty house. But when John comes in the morning, he makes breakfast for me. We have conversation. We talk, because it gets lonely, and it's good to have somebody come to the house. And if you don't, you're just living by yourself. It's rough. So thank God that we have agencies that are out there. We have agencies that sit on their butt, and we have agencies that are there helping. And this agency here is helping. I look at this where the help is there.
Yes.
And it's people like you that keep people healthy. And that's what it's all about.
That's right.
So tell me a little bit more about.
I'm sorry, but I can't impress upon people is not wait until it's broken to help to ask for help.
Right.
There's too many times when families call me and the mother or father have fallen and they're in the hospital coming back, and they're never quite the same. If you have the ability to try to stop a train wreck or stop a car crash, do it. Make a call to somebody.
Right.
And I can't emphasize enough, give us a call and we'll evaluate the situation and we'll try to help you through
You
it.
have where the son and the daughter, they both work, and the mother is home, And when they both go to work, she's there by herself.
Yep.
And then when you leave the house, all of a sudden she starts forgetting to make a phone call. She don't answer the phone. She spills things, you know.
Mm-hmm.
That's maybe a little bit of a sign that she needs some kind of help. Mm-hmm. And that's the time,
Yes.
you know, that you want to make a phone call. It don't cost anything. Everybody's got little phones. And just call and say, look, can you come and just evaluate?
Yep.
I think my mom has a problem, you know, and that's the way to do it.
That's the best way to do it.
Right. Now tell me about this company a little bit more.
So Interim Healthcare is a part of there are 300 plus offices around the country, including Alaska and Hawaii. And they have been in business. We're celebrating our 50th anniversary of being in business. That was founded in 1966 down in Florida as a staffing company to help doctors' offices with nurses and that sort of thing. And it grew into one of the largest home health care franchises in the country.
One of the biggest.
Yes,
Yeah,
it is definitely the oldest in 1966.
John,
Yes,
you used to work in a bank, right?
I did.
Tell me something about you. You got a background of finances?
I do. Yeah, I was a mortgage banker for over 20 years, but this has been my life actually since 1990, because I actually worked with an organization in the Plymouth Meeting area called Speaking for Ourselves, with individuals who had developmental disabilities, and as a board advisor, and then with my former wife as a caregiver. So it's really been a challenge for me. And I do a lot of the intake with
But
Peter.
you do this job that comes from the heart.
Yes.
You come to my house and you help me. Not only that, but you know, I was a policeman and I was a boxer. I was a lot of other things, and I have a lot of. I don't throw anything away. So
Yep.
John is helping me file it, you know, and I'm thinking about. I like to get some
You're gonna
high
write-
school student that wants to learn how to file or wants to write a little documentary, you know.
Right.
I'm going to check. I have you checking that out and see if we can do it, you know. And it's anything. I'd like to do a little story about how people start, you know, what shall I say? They start forgetting, start missing appointments, whatever it may be. And that's a time when you have to start making a phone call, you know, check with your, you know, thank God family is very important. Family, you know.
Right.
Pope Francis was here, and I think he talked more about families and the families when you need help. And the family's the one that's going to go ask for help. I think that's one of the most important things. You help with the families. How do you coordinate with the families, right?
Yes, I do. If the family calls, if the daughter or son calls our office, we for the free home care evaluation, we go try to meet with the whole family as a unit, the person who needs care along with the daughter or son that's providing care currently. And we go through and see what are your needs, what are your hobbies, what do you like to do, what aren't you doing now because you can't drive anymore. You may want to go to church, you may want to go to bingo night, anything like that. And so part of it is home health care, and part of it's socialization. You want people to get out and, as you said, see their families, see their friends. And so when we do start care, we provide feedback to the families on a frequent basis to say, hey, we saw your mom and we did this, and this today. Or we did this week. And by the way, we've noticed she's not really eating a lot. Or we also give alerts. We say she seems to be a little dehydrated. Please make sure your next doctor's appointment. So we're the eyes and ears on the ground. So
Keep
the
in touch
family.
with the family.
Exactly. So the family.
That's what John does. He calls if it's anything that he thinks out of order. Boom, he calls my daughter Joanne or Carol or Mary, you know. And and I want to, ladies and gentlemen, I want to tell you that Peter here, he's you know, he's just not out to make money, but he's donating the music, the entertainment for the West Norton Police Foundation pig roast at the Greek church. And Elvis, Dean Garofalo is going to be singing about Elvis Presley, and a pig roast, really good. And Peter here is going to pick up the tab that it won't cost the police department any money for the entertainment. So I'm just happy to say that, you know, an old thing, what is it? As long as you give, you'll always have. Right.
Yes.
You know, so you're helping other people in a lot of different ways. And I'm glad you're helping the police because I'm a former policeman.
Yep. No, I heard about it and I just wanted to participate any way I could.
Yeah. And Dean, Dean sings and gets in the nursing homes. Tell me something about your nursing home. You have a little contact with them?
Yes, we do assisted living facilities. Nursing homes are full-time care, so assisted living facilities, those are apartments in different areas where people just get checked on once in a little bit, but they need extra help also while living in those facilities. They don't want to move to a higher level of care, so they want to stay in place as long as they can.
And you go there and help out too?
Yep, we go. Our people can go in there and help out. In addition, we sponsor activities such as Dean Elvis coming in to sing to the whole group. We did over in Flowertown. We did an event.
You're giving health care, but you're giving them entertainment.
I've never seen so many happy
nothing
people.
But a hound dog.
Exactly. The nuns were very excited to see Elvis in costume.
I know. You were, what is it, Brightview?
Yes.
You were. I want to mention names of who the patients were, but you were there helping them right at the beginning, and it happened to be. You told me that this fellow was a good friend of mine.
And he knew you, right?
He was a good friend of mine, and I gave him little boxing gloves, you know, and. But you used to go there every day, you know, and then leave there and come over and help me. So it isn't, you know, this is live. This isn't anything that you say, well, we're out outer space or something. This is live. This is what your hands are right there. We're helping, you know. And so you're going to come to the pig roast. You're going to be able to get there.
I'm not going to be able to. My daughter's in a play over in Bucks County, but John's definitely going to. My daughter.
What you going to do?
She's running the music production for the play.
I think a producer?
Yes. She's
hey,
a senior.
We can use her here. Does she sing or dance?
She can, but she likes to be behind the scenes and direct.
Well, I have to tell John, we got somebody here that maybe bob and weave a little bit. So, all right. So we got a couple people that in the audience that had sent some questions in, and we want to know one thing. You're located where?
Our home office is in Fort Washington, Pennsylvania. It's right at the corner of 309 and the Pennsylvania Turnpike. You get off the Turnpike and we're right there. Oh, yeah. And the office number, which is easier if you'd like, is to just call.
Now I got some questions from the audience.
There
you
go.
Right.
Yes.
What's the question?
What services do you provide and places to places like Brightview? John, do you want to answer that?
Sure. The most important aspect is that we are governed under Eastern Montgomery County.
Yes.
And that's the critical aspect because we're not permitted to go out of that area. So we'll go into the Bryn Mawr, Main Line, Rosemont, Villanova area, and along the perimeters of the Eastern Montgomery County and knock on the doors of these various organizations.
Well, let me tell you, there's another special thing. You're what, a minister, what do they call that?
A Eucharistic minister.
Yeah, and if you're a Catholic and you want a communion, he comes in my house and gives me communion. Right. So, I mean, that's so many things.
So, just to answer the question that came from the audience, is just the services we provide. At Brightview, we would come in and help the person get out of bed, get them dressed for the day, they assist with bathing, make a meal for breakfast, and get them ready for the day so that they can go out and face it and take on the day with a lot of energy versus them kind of, oh, well, I don't have to get up today. I don't want to do this today. I don't want to. So we get the people out of bed. We get them moving and get exactly. Right. And as you said, companionship. It's nice to talk to someone friendly in the morning, isn't it? I mean, you love having John come by. So that's also what we provide.
Here's another question from the audience. We have a big audience out there. Go ahead.
It's very big.
How do you choose your
so how do we choose our staff is the question that was asked from the audience. So our staff applies, and they're mostly certified nurse assistants and also caregivers.
Certified.
Nurse assistants.
Right.
We do a thorough background check, drug screen, and we put them through training. A lot of our caregivers have already had previous experience, so we actually call people they've worked with in the past or previous employers. So each person is an employee of Interim Healthcare. We insure them, we're bonded, And as I said, background check and drug screen. So we do a thorough vetting of our caregivers in order to make sure when you have someone in your home, I would send these people to my parents' house. That's how much I trust them.
Oh, my God.
Yes.
Yeah. How about that?
That's wonderful.
All the way.
Yep.
Right? So when somebody comes in your house, they're a trained person. You're not
Yes.
from outer space.
Nope.
Right.
They either have experience as a caregiver or they've gone through a training course to be a caregiver. They've taken a competency test, and we've offered at some times we had on-site training for our caregivers.
Yeah.
If they're having a little trouble, say helping people, assisting them in transferring from a bed to a wheelchair, we'll do a little class on that.
So you don't get involved in giving medication or anything?
No, we just do
you can make sure that they get it.
Yes, medication reminders.
Sometimes I forget to take my medicine. I get, John will say, John, did you take your medicine yet? Okay. Now, let's hear from one of your clients, okay? Let's roll back and hear one of your clients and how they got help. All righty, here we go. Right.
John would be so happy to know that I am being taken care of because of his time in the service.
It really gives me peace of mind knowing that the caregivers come in and take care of my mom.
Because of my time in Korea, I was able to get money for a caregiver. My caregiver serves me in the same way that I serve my country.
Okay, now we saw how you can help, which is great. So I want to thank you so much for coming here. And if you're a veteran, when the parade ends, the music stops, you come home and you want to check and you don't feel good, you want to check and make a phone call. Make one phone call, 610-400-8765, and you'll get help. All right, thank you so much, Peter.
Thank you, Hank.
John.
Thank you.
Thank you,
God
everybody,
bless you.
and it's Veterans Day. Be proud of our country. And I remember the one goes, over there, we're coming over, and it won't be over till it's over there. Hey, that's World War I, okay? All righty, thank you. God bless each and every one. Please, when you need help, ask for help. May God bless each and every one of you. That's it. Grazie. That's it. Right.
Thank you.
All right.